Alright, Archero 2 and the Arrow of Echoes, also known as the weapon Etched Rune. A lot of people talking about this one and everybody's saying that this is the one you should go for. And I agree with that. I think this thing is pretty solid. Now I do want to say that I've been sick for the past week there, and when I went over to the fishing event, for some reason, I thought this said that it was 324,000 instead of 32,400. So I don't know if it's my glasses or if it's the Robitussin, but I was way off on this one. But either way, I'm glad it's not as expensive as I thought it was. And I do want to say, with being sick, I finally had time to grind the game, so we're sitting at chapter 38 and stage 401 of the tower. So if you're hoping for guides up to this point, I am just way too overpowered. It wouldn't even make sense to show you the footage. But the Arrow of Echoes, we talked about this the other day with having it at rare, and the big thing that that's going to do is give us better chances of getting weapon skills. So you can think of the big ones like diagonal arrows, rapid arrow, also known as multi-shot, front arrow, backwards arrow, even piercing arrow, and piercing through walls, I would imagine too, would be another one that's considered a weapon skill. But the big one that seems to be popping up a lot with this is that tracking eye, which is the homing skill for our arrows. Ricochet would be another one, but I'm also seeing the light wing arrow, the one with the wings on a bunch, and I'm also seeing a bunch of the charged shots. Now, not actually certain if those are considered part of the weapon skills. We're not really sure exactly what it is grouped in there without actually pulling data files on it, but you'll definitely be seeing the diagonal, the front arrow, the multi-shot, even that tracking eye. That pretty much seems to be guaranteed. There's no doubt about it that this is an extremely strong thing to get, and the fact that we're getting these skills, but the other big thing is when we get it to epic, that's where we're going to be getting this web shot. Now I tested this both with the dragon crossbow and the oracle spear, and I think the oracle spear actually works a lot better on it, in the fact that the dragon crossbow, once it goes and hits somebody, that arrow disappears and it ends up breaking the web. The other thing you need to know too is if you're using any gear or runes that are going to add more arrows out there, those don't seem to connect up on the web either. It's mainly going to be just based around those skills that you grab in game. Now with the dragon crossbow, I really couldn't see this thing doing too much. I tried to track the numbers. It was just way too much chaos, and with the web breaking, it was kind of tough to see. When I put on the oracle spear and went in, you could actually see this thing kind of just stretching along the beams there, and when it finally did hit, it seems like it's doing about 50 to 60% of our base damage. It's definitely not perfect. There were times I saw it pass right through an enemy and do no damage at all, and it's tough to actually say if the enemies that are getting hit are taking any impact from this web itself, because the numbers are just popping up all over the place. So the web's not anything spectacular, but it is a help that it is throwing more damage out there, and it is kind of cool to see too. Would I go out of my way and get this Etched Rune just for the web? Most likely not, but the main focus on this is going to be those weapon skills, and when you finally take this thing to legendary, starting off with that diagonal arrow, you'll pretty much be seeing this thing pop off a lot. But I don't know, I think this thing's pretty cool, and curious to know what you guys think. If you want to know what other runes you should be going for, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.